Shoobity beep bop bop bop. Welcome to the Bjjbrick Quick Podcast. My name is Byron, and this is the podcast where we talk about a jiu-jitsu topic for just a few minutes. Today, we're going to be talking about getting the most out of every roll and how to 2x the value. Rolling time is our favorite time in jiu-jitsu, and if you're still at the phase where you are told, hey, it's time to roll, and you're cringing or you're wanting to go home, you've got to get past that hurdle and find real enjoyment in actual rolling. But how do you get 2x out of this? How do you get the most out of every roll? One simple thing you can do is to have an objective while you're rolling. What's the point? What are you here for? What kind of a guard pass are you going to be working on? What type of sweep are you trying to add to your game? Some kind of focus is vital to quick development on the mats. And it does help to have a thing or two from each position with an overall theme or overall main thing you'd like to get yourself into the situation and really work on that. Now, that being said, there's an entire another person on the mat with you. What are they working on? What are they trying to do? If they want to work butterfly guard, and that's what they're, maybe it's a little new for them, or they're just like, how do we figure this out? And their butterfly guard sucks. And you slice right through it right away. You're doing a 5-minute round, and it took you all of 7 seconds to pass their butterfly guard to side control. And you hold that for a while. And then you go to mount. Time is ticking by, and your training partner got such a short session of butterfly is not much good for them. Now, I would advocate that they also think about, escaping those positions that they're in, but we all know we work on certain things. So if you slice through it once, if they regard, not a big deal. Cut through it again. If you do it 3 times, maybe give them a little tip, or maybe pass in a different way that's maybe a little bit slower, or maybe let them get started and off balance you a little bit. Simply by having their development in mind, you'll double the amount of training that goes on. I'm going to train half for me and half for you, and you're going to train half for yourself and half for me. That's a great way to train. It may not be what people consider like real rolling, where we just kind of battle it out, but it's smarter. If you want to get good at jiu-jitsu, it's better. And you're not asking your opponent to not pass your butterfly guard ever. You need them to pass. You need them to work on passing and getting through and finding problems in that. But they need to also give you a chance to work. You need time in these positions in order to add them in. So when you roll, one of my opening questions that I have for somebody is, what are you working on today? And if they have a thing they're working on, we're going to make sure to find ourselves in that position. If you have a topic I should cover, send it to bjbrick@gmail.com and we'll add it into the queue. Bjjbrick is Patreon supported, but these quick episodes, there's just so many of them, they're not being tallied in on our Patreon account. If you want to add to the conversation of how you get more out of each roll, find us on Facebook and comment on this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. And stay sweaty, my friends.